Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. Today's date is September 23rd, 2023, and I am located at the Iron Triangle Railpark in Fostoria, Ohio. Today, I was here to attend the 21st Annual Railfest and Train Show located at the Fostoria High School, and would later on head over to the Iron Triangle Railpark to watch trains for the remainder of the afternoon. However, before we get started with the rail fanning portion of this video, let's take a brief look at a highlight reel that I created for the train show. The last time that I did this, I made a fully detailed video on the train show itself, so for those that are interested in seeing the train show in more detail, go ahead and check out that video. Anyways, without further ado, let's see some model trains.
No, he fell off. Oh.
After checking out the train show for a couple hours, I decided to call it, get a bite to eat, and head over to the rail park and watch trains there for the remainder of the afternoon I was up there. I would come to find the model trains would not be limited to just the train show itself, as a local club brought a few of their layouts over to the rail park for us to take a look at in between seeing the real trains. So let's take a quick look at that.
It's yeah. How far it is to get to start over again. Yeah. You got handrail pistol off the back. Yeah. It's an older engine. Nice ride. One part is their place. Yeah. I just had to park them by your bourbon. Yeah, there's no.
Oh, this is gonna be cool.
There's another car. Other than look, Mark, you car down. I was doing that one Erie RE car. I was like, good idea.
I bought me some line out stuff, Kenny.
Oh, hey, you got any pliers in your Suburban? Need them those?
I ain't got no clue. That was like $2.
Maybe I should put it, the doors are this way, baby.
What?
The doors are on that side, I can't pick up plastic.
If you find pliers, that'd be great. Or need
I should flip it around.
Lasts 4 to 5 minutes. And it will smoke out the garage. We have our monster way out there. Which is 5 by 40, I believe. So it takes up that whole upstairs.
It did not take long for a train to show up shortly after we arrived, as we briefly see a Norfolk Southern SD40-2 sorting some freight cars in and out of Blair Yard, which is also located here. As the Norfolk Southern Yard job backed its way into Blair Yard, I made my way over to the Willard subdivision as an eastbound was quickly approaching. The eastbound in question was CSX IO10, a high-priority intermodal train that comes out of Chicago, Illinois for North Bergen, New Jersey. The only other Norfolk Southern train I would end up seeing today would be an eastbound on the Fostoria district. Thundering across the diamonds would be Norfolk Southern Local L70 as he was finishing up his day of work between Fostoria, Ohio and Edgerton, Indiana, with a pair of former N&W SD40-2s in the lead. With the Norfolk Southern out of the way, the control of the interlocking was given back to CSX. Taking the Northwest Y from east to north, from the Willard subdivision to the Pemberville subdivision, would be CSX M510, a daily Cincinnati, Ohio to Walbridge, Ohio mixed freight train. It is also important to mention that most of the crews were very friendly, noticing the large group of rail fans at the park today. Finally giving me a break from all the GEVOs that are in charge of the CSX trains today, M510's DPU would be a different locomotive type, a GE AC 4400 CW. After seeing M510's DPU, I would make my way back over to the Willard subdivision, and that would end up being a smart choice on my part as another eastbound is quickly approaching. traversing the Willard subdivision at the same time M510 was finishing up taking the Northwest Y is actually a new one that was added to the CSX system quite recently, specifically CSX M558, a daily Cincinnati, Ohio to Willard, Ohio mixed freight train. The Northwest Y came in use a little while later when a CSX southbound approached on the Pemberville subdivision. That being CSX I-151, a daily Detroit, Michigan to North Baltimore, Ohio intermodal train. While watching I-151 pass me, I was given very little indication of the dramatic ending that was about to ensue for this trip. Through my ear protection and over the metal-on-metal screeching sounds the wheels of I-151 were making, I heard the horn of another train quickly approaching the rail park. The westbound in question was CSX empty grain train G110 coming out of Brunswick, Maryland, and heading back for the BNSF interchange in Cicero, Illinois. Trailing third on G110 was BNSF 710. A C44-9W wearing Santa Fe's war bonnet paint scheme but with BNSF lettering, making it a BNSF fake bonnet. As you saw in the previous scene, I-151 just barely blocked the locomotives on G110, and I was only able to see the fake bonnet in between the cars, so quite the dramatic ending for this trip, if I do say so myself. Alrighty guys, I just got back from the train show a couple hours ago, and before I let you guys go for the day, I would like to briefly show you the few purchases that I would end up making while I was at the train show. The two cars at the top here were ones that I've needed for quite some time now. Both of these are 48-foot well cars. I paid about $25 for both of these cars, and it's also important to mention that the seller that gave me these cars for the prices that they were put in the containers as well. So this one got the EMP container, and while this one got a semi-truck trailer and a 20-foot tank container as well. So that's pretty cool. And I think these are great additions to the intermodal train that I have been building for quite some time now. So that train got a few more cars, and I just started getting containers for the train as well. So that's pretty cool. The third and final car I ended up purchasing at the train show was a bi-level CSX Autorec from Walters Proto. Now, I was actually looking for both intermodals and Autorecs while I was at the train show, and I think I did a really good job as I found this one, and the seller that gave me this was pricing these about $40, so a little bit of a discount than what you would get if you went to a train store or if you bought these online. So really wasn't much as opposed to last year with the finds that I got at the train show, but I still think I did a really good job. So subscribe and like the video, tap the bell button if you want to be notified when new videos get posted, and I'll see you down the line. Have a good night.